Fashion designer and smarmy jerk Tom Ford says he won't be dressing future First Lady Melania Trump because he's a big fat jerk, or something like that. Here he is talking about it on something called The View.
We have a new First Lady, Melania Trump. She's
Yes.
quite beautiful, and she's thin.
Yes.
She's going to look great in the clothes, no?
I don't know. I was asked to dress her quite a few years ago, and I declined.
Why?
She's not necessarily my image. You know, even had Hillary one, she shouldn't be wearing my clothes. They're too expensive.
But Michelle
You shouldn't
Obama, she
necessarily-
wore expensive clothes.
Michelle I dressed once when she was going to Buckingham Palace for dinner with the Queen, and I thought it was appropriate. I live in London, and so that made sense.
I am willing to bet that voice is fake. Nobody is born sounding like that. He practiced that in front of a mirror since he was 15. He's from Texas. All right. Imagine, Kennedy, you're on The View, and you say, I'm not going to dress Michelle Obama. You know, the clothes are too expensive.
I didn't even think of it in those terms.
No, are you kidding me? Joy Behar, Whoopi Gold, their heads would explode. What's left of their brains would be everywhere. They'd be like those fireworks, the Roman candles, but they'd be brains instead of sparks.
They'd be brain candles, and those are the worst kind of all.
Exactly.
No, it's really funny to me because, you know, you think Nancy Pelosi lives in a bubble, you know, and that's obviously why Hillary Clinton lost, because she completely lost touch with most of the country, not the middle of the country, not the flyover states, but where most people live, and they have no idea how they do it. The same goes for Barack Obama. He's got soft hands. He hasn't been into a bar. He wouldn't go to a county fair unless he were counting on someone voting for him or his legacy. Tom Ford is so completely out of touch, but the funny thing is, the bulk of his business doesn't come from women who spend $15,000 on couture gowns. It's someone who spends $120 on a pair of his sunglasses on bluefly.com. But people who can afford that are going to look at this and be like, wow, what a jerk-face knob job. I have no desire to be associated with.
Exactly. He just said,
toast.
Don't buy from me, I'm a big Well, but anyway, can Rob?
It's weird. I think it's good, but it's weirder than that. I mean, well, as you know, I'm kind of an expert in fashion.
You are.
Fashion
Clearly.
blogger, whatever.
You're like
lifestyle
Cuffs his pants.
I'm a lifestyle expert.
Yeah. You're like the modern Potsy.
Yeah, I'm the modern Potsy. Yeah.
But
I'm the Morrissey who eats meat. That's what you call me.
Yeah, you're the Morrissey who eats meat. I think it's actually bigoted. I think that he's basically saying is she Eastern European? That's what I think he was saying.
I think it's actually worse than that. Last year, we heard that the worst people in the world refused to bake a wedding cake for people they disapproved of. And we were told that those people were awful, and and it was illegal.
Yes.
And yet here's this guy saying he's going to refuse to. What he does is bake a dress cake, I guess.
A dress cake.
Somebody he disapproves of, and we're all applauding it. You can't have it both ways. Either the people who refuse to bake the cake are heroes, or Tom Ford is a hero, or maybe they're both jerks. But it can't be. You can't have it both ways.
They're jerks.
Okay, so it was bad, and the way he talks is incredibly annoying, and his clothes aren't my image. Please shut up and stop talking. But at the same time, he's not as bad as somebody like Sophie Thiele, who posted on Twitter, completely unprompted. He was at least being badgered about it on The View. Completely unprompted. Just so you know, I'm not going to dress Melania Trump.
Right.
Like, what are we, 5-year-olds?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just so you know, you're not coming to my birthday party at the Discovery Zone because you're not invited.
Something tells me you've heard that.
I have heard that, and they weren't invited to my party either.
But she's a billionaire, right?
Yes.
She dresses pretty cool now.
Yeah.
So
And she does it herself, which is
if
crazy.
Ford doesn't do it, have Chevy do it. Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
Also, like, I dress myself every day.
I've been dressing
Bragging. Thank you.
Final thoughts coming up.